Yo, what's Gooch, everybody? Smitty here, Amazing Cross. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel here at Unstrung Uncensored. Guys, today we're going to talk about strings. Speaking about strings, our number one sponsor today on this video is Bing Y-Tech String. Guys, they are up and coming. Please go check them out. They're on Instagram. They're all over the tennis string world, so give them a chance. One of my favorite, actually two favorite strings I have from them is the Square X and the Quadro Twist. Guys, if you haven't heard about that by now, please, you are already too late, so check out Y-Tech. Guys, speaking about strings, I'm going to talk to you about the top selling strings here on Mains and Crosses. And the reason I want to make this video is you can maximize your profit. In the beginning, I wish I had somebody who made videos like this, like, hey, what type of string to have in your arsenal? And there's always questions like, hey, what you keep? And another video I made sure to tell you guys, like, hey, you're going to need a sit and gut, you're going to need a multi, you're going to need a poly. And today I'm just going to show you like what's our best seller. So without further ado, the number one selling string here, of course, you can already guess, Luxilon. Dude, Luxilon Alu Power and Alu Power Rough are amazing strings. If you have this in your arsenal, I guarantee you almost 90% of your clientele will be asking for this. And if you don't have this, they'll be like, yo, you have Luxilon, you're like, oh, I don't have that, then people are pretty loyal to this string, especially if this is your first encounter and you don't have Luxilon. There's a big indicator right there. So I think having these two in the arsenal, even if you just start out fresh, these are the two kind of wanted strings. So you can buy like maybe 6 of these and 6 of these and just kind of have it on stock, right? So number one best selling strings for like 2 years straight. All day, every day, everybody's asking for this, from juniors all the way to the seniors. They know the name, they trust the name. So Alu Power and Alu Rough, they're amazing. And I'm probably gonna do another video to show you what the big difference on this. However, today purposes, I love having this. Now, in the younger generation, I feel like a lot of my juniors, USTA juniors, and those who are playing high school, possibly into collegiate where their parents still buys them strings. These are amazing also, which is the 4G rough and the 4G soft. I do keep 4G around here and there. However, I think that's too crisp. I feel the soft is great for the plush and the feel, and the rough has that texture, so it kind of dampens a little bit and has a little bite. So I always carry these in packs just to have for my clientele. If you're looking for a high tension maintenance type string, look no further. 4G is amazing. A lot of people are weary about the 4G. It has crazy recoil. If you're a string, you know what I'm talking about. But however, the tension maintenance is phenomenal. It's a very sturdy, solid string. If you're looking for big control, look no further. However, I would suggest stringing a little softer on this or on a lower tension. Dark Horse is the Luxilon Element Rough. I use the Element myself on the more I guess the regular Element. However, I find that the Element Rough is even like plusher than this. This is their new line. This Element is supposed to be like 20% softer than the 4Gs and the Alu Power. So this is kind of like your introduction on a premium poly. I think this is great to have just because you're gonna have those clients who want to look to soften up their bed, and this will be a great addition, especially on a hybrid setup. Ooh, play this on out. I suggest you test around in the mid-range of tensions that you like. However, this does feel a little more plushy, so I would suggest stay true to your reference tension. This is awesome. My up and new co-founder and the new like wonderful string, and this is what I'm talking about is utility string. Guys, I have the Adrenaline Rough. This is a great introduction as far as pricing wise. Somebody who's like, hey man, look, I'm new, use whatever you want. And you can get a reel of this and like do what is it, like 150, 160 bucks retail, and you can make a killing. It's an amazing string, obviously, from the makers of Luxilon. Adrenaline is a kind of their starting poly, and it's a soft feeling, so it can be a really great introduction or an economical string. And I like the rough texture of this. It gives it a little more divot and a little more grab. I have a whole reel of this, so I use this for anybody comes in and says, yo, Smitty, I'm trying to do a hybrid. I really have no preference. Here's my budget. Boom, this is where to go, guys. You cannot go anywhere far. Let's move away from the Wilson and Luxilon a little bit. And of course, you cannot live without one of these guys. You got to have this just because Nadal plays with it, and it's just amazing. Obviously, it's the RPM Blast, the Babula RPM Blast. Guy, if you don't have this in your arsenal, I don't know what you're doing, because if you're a Wilson and Luxilon loyalist, you'll go here. And I feel like it's funny, all the hip kids always goes towards RPM Blast. A lot of people hate this because like, well, the tension maintenance only lasts like a couple hours to play. And that's what it's supposed to do, guys. It's poly. It's not supposed to be there forever. Yes, the playability sucks, but remember when you freshly get and you play, it's amazing because of the slick coating they have. You guys ever strung with RPM Blast, you guys know that Babula RPM Blast, the string is coated very slick, so the snapback is awesome. So you must have this. You will get premium price. If they're not asking for this, they're asking for this. So you always have RPM Blast on deck. Of course, RPM Blast did have something a little new this season. It was the Ultimate Spin, which is the RPM Blast Rough. I think they're kind of marketing towards like the NXT Power Rough and all these other string that are textured. This one actually feels like a different poly completely. RPM Blast Rough, I feel like is a little softer, a little more livelier. So do be careful on don't think assuming it's the same exact string with just texture. I feel like it's a whole different thing. And if you're used to a 16 gauge on the RPM Blast, RPM Blast Rough feels a little thicker, so you can actually pull off a 17 gauge in my opinion. So must have. New up and coming. Now we're going to more of the multi-filaments, more of the monofilaments. This is the Origin, guys. This keeps tension maintenance like nobody else's business. I love this as much as I love all my multis. However, this gives you that little more, that bite and that cushion. However, it feels almost on a poly side, but it's not quite a poly, and it's almost not a multi, and it's not a multi yet. Amazing, guys. They don't charge $22 retail for nothing. If you haven't tried it yet, you're trying to look somewhere in between before you move into that natural gut, I would say Origin is the bomb. They do play a little differently between like the red and the black one, as I heard. However, I usually just play with the red one, but I do have the black one for people who don't like the flashy stuff. But I think you should give it a try. This monofilament technology is amazing. Like I said, don't price it that high for no reason. However, these two has been in the powerhouse. Also, Technifib, NRG2, and X1 biphase. Gotta have that. Once in a while, you get a full moon. People who know multifilaments knows about this. The Technifib, NRG2, X1 biphase. And some people say that, hey, this is the closest natural gut you're gonna get. And then when people say this plays a lot livelier, even if it has the comforting of a multi, it does feel like you're playing like a poly a little bit. So people love that. It doesn't fray as much as the NXT, which is my next big seller. Best selling multi here. It was NXT Power. There's NXT Control. Obviously, there's another video already I did about multi-filament. So these are the must-have. So what did I go over? Luxilon, Wilson, Babola, Technifib. What else would you need? So guys, I hope you love this video. If you feel like I'm missing something in my arsenal, please let me know. I do keep like kind of spare stuff like the Yonex, the Ytex, the Diadem. There's certain brands I kind of keep, but I feel like these are my #1 seller. If I wanted to start a company or wanted to start stringing, if somebody told me in the video, these are like powerhouse, I would love it, guys. Thank you so much for checking us out. Comment below if you like what you see right here. Please subscribe and check us out on Instagram because that's where it all started. Peace and deuce, everybody.